Hey, Taulia. You talked after Saturday about not wanting to put too much pressure on yourself ahead of the Ohio State game. Have you felt yourself doing that in the past, and what are you trying to do differently this year to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yeah, I think I did that before in the past. Just thinking too much, and I think the difference this year, Coach Locke talks about getting your mind right and stuff like that, asking yourself the right questions. And I think that's really been helpful for me. Focusing on the main thing, and that's, as of right now, it's preparing for a Tuesday practice against a good team in Ohio State. And I'm just taking things one day at a time. I think that's the biggest difference from last year or the last couple of years to this year, and it's been going really good for me. So.
What are those right questions that you're asking yourself now?
Well, a lot of your thoughts in your head are negative, so I think you got to, change the questions that you ask yourself. And if you ask yourself, why am I not good at this? Your mind is going to tell you exactly why you're not good at it. So maybe if you ask yourself, what am I good at? And it'll tell you the good things you're good at and how you can fix things and kind of give you a positive, outlook and how you can go about things. So I think that's been really good for me.
And then last year, you guys were coming into the Ohio State game off of a couple tough losses. This year, you're coming in off of 5 straight wins, maybe your best performance of the season. Does it feel like a different feel around this team now that you're than it did last year?
Yeah, last year was last year. This year we got a whole different team. Obviously, a whole different feel for everything, and yeah, of course I feel different about this year. A lot more confident, a lot more comfortable, and everything just starts in preparation. And whatever we did last year, that's all done now. It's a new year. They got a new team as well, and we got to go out there and compete and play hard. So.
Taulia, even though it's a new team, you guys and them, you've seen Ohio State, you've gone up against their defense multiple times. What kind of things do they do defensively that will make things a challenge for you guys this Saturday?
Yes, sir. I think, first of all, they're really talented. They got some really good players. I think their box, their front seven is really good, big, and they can move O-line pretty good and stuff like that. But I think for us, it's always, the motto has always been, it's about what we do, not what they do. If we continue to do our job and stay on, stay above the sticks and stuff like that, I think everything will be good.
And to follow up, what do you feel has really been clicking for you guys offensively? What have you really noticed out there that has been working the last couple of weeks?
I guess looking outside in, I think, we've been really balanced on offense, running the ball, throwing the ball, stuff like that. I think these past 2 games, we got to get better on third down. I think a lot to do with me. We want to stay above the 45% rate and making our third down conversions and staying on the field. I think another thing is our defense is playing lights out. We're getting turnovers. We're getting put in good position, to score. And just, our whole team, we're just all playing together, and we got to continue that.
Taulia, how much are you guys looking as this as a kind of a barometer, a measuring stick for where your program is at in the evolution of Maryland football?
You talking about what you
in terms of being able to compete for Big Ten championships and playing against a team like Ohio State on the road? Just what's at stake?
Yes, sir. This is another game on our schedule. Obviously, it's Ohio State. We're going to be in a great environment, and I think this is everything we asked for. I think obviously they have a good team. We have a really good team, and I think every game means a lot to us. Knowing our end goal is to win championship. Every game matters, and we take every game seriously, and we got to prepare the right way, prepare hard, and go out there and do what we said we was going to do. So.
Taulia, Loxley talked about that Ohio State likes to drop 8 frequently to defend the RPO and such. How does that make it more difficult for a quarterback, and how do you navigate that?
Yeah, drop 8 is a really good coverage, that they play. Our defense plays a lot of drop 8 too. So, it's very helpful for us to get looks in practice, and it's looks we've seen, in fall camp and stuff like that. But obviously, they have a really good DC, and he'll do a lot of things with mixing it up and dropping DNs. I think I threw an interception on the first play of Charlotte because of that. They dropped the DN into the boundary, and things like that takes away your quick throws, your access throws, and we just got to be good on adjusting with our plays and really my decision making and knowing where to go with the ball, and whether we got to run the ball or throw it, just always staying on schedule. So.
Taulia, I know there's a lot of season left, but how nice and rewarding is it to see what you guys have done so far and getting on this momentum, getting on this roll, and what are you seeing from your teammates on the field and in the locker room that makes you believe that this can continue?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, it's a blessing, and I'm very grateful and thankful to God, to be in this position right now. I think for us that gives us the confidence to keep this going. I feel like there's a lot of meat left on the bone still, with the plays that we ran. It's just the little details and everything, and we're getting better every game, getting better every practice, and I feel like the more we continue to prepare the right way, a lot has to do with our coaches, really challenging us and pushing us every week, every day to want to be better. Coach Gaddis told us this week. It's like when you go to Dave & Buster's and you hop on the motorcycle game, you can either, you're still going fast with the motorcycle, but, you can either keep going and stay in second place or third place, or you could press that nitro button and it'll boost you. So that's really where we're at, just trying to press that nitro button to boost all of us and push ourselves even more to get better. And, that's what we're trying to do.
Just keep it at Dave & Buster's, not on the open road, though, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Anyone else?
Taulia, Mike was saying earlier that this is a chance to earn the respect that you guys have deserved with this game. Is that a fair assumption? Is that something that characterizes what you... Mike said that this was a chance for you guys to earn the respect that you deserve this game. Is that something that you guys agree with?
Yes, sir. 100%.
As a follow-up, can you elaborate, why do you view this game as something, as an opportunity to get that respect?
I feel like, I have a lot of confidence in our team, and, I just feel like, the things we've done, we believe that we're up there with everybody else. We believe that we can be Big Ten champions, and obviously we got a long way to go, but we believe we can compete with anyone that's on our schedule, anyone that's on the field, and every week, every day, we got to prove that.
Hey, Taulia, you've been great about evading pressure and making sure it doesn't turn into sacks. Have you been doing anything differently this year in that regard, and what do you think's allowed you to have that success?
Yeah, I think really for me, it's part of my game and one of the strengths that I have, and I think training with the coaches and with Coach Gaddis, with Kyle Edwards, even Coach Locks, just always working on drills, to keep my feet going, and it's part of my game, and I think it helps, to extend plays and keep us on the field and stuff like that. So it's one of the strengths that I got to continue to, continue to get better with, and as well when I'm, scrambling, knowing when to run and making the right decision. So it's just something I continue to work on with my coaches and stuff. So.
Everyone good? Thanks, Taulia.
Thank you.